Hey y'all, this is AL Thick Madame and Cinnamon Sugar, and as you can see, no, I'm not finished with my hair. I did all that's gonna get done in the back. I got big old parts. They look however they look, but all I gotta say is, you ain't finna tell me that the braids themselves ain't on point. I don't care. Like when it comes to the back, I got to the point in my life, I'm just like, I don't really care about the back like that, especially when I know I'm pressed for time, or if I, my ever since my hand, I just really don't care now. I just be like, man, forget all that. I don't care nothing about it. But y'all don't mind me. I'm just gonna be doing my hair. I'm gonna do my hair while I'm talking to y'all. But yeah, I'm just like, baby, I ain't got time. I don't care. Like, and I'm not trying to be like, oh, well, I don't care, but it's like, eh, like, why should I at this point? For what? Like, and I'm really not trying to be mean, but it's kind of pointless, in my opinion, at least. So I'm like, I'm not gonna do all that. I'm not finna get myself all, you know, upset. It's not now. If I was doing somebody else's hair, that would be different. But it, I be having to reach it. Man, my back hurt now. All that reaching and stuff I had to do yesterday. I'm tired of my spirit. So anyway, y'all don't mind me. I'm just parting my hair and trying to, get as much done before I try to go to sleep again today. Cause I don't know. Cause I do gotta go to work. I gotta go to work again, y'all. I gotta be back at work before the end of the day today, even though I already left work earlier. It's just the way that it goes. So, um, but anyway, let me tell y'all about what's going on. Hold on, let me part my hair real quick because I'm not gonna be paying attention if I don't go ahead and pre-part my hair and then come back. All right, y'all, I'm back. So anyway, I'm gonna tell y'all about a couple of things, like dealing with my healthy lifestyle journey. So I was talking with someone in the comments section, and we were discussing um, certain things that people take, and they were talking about they do black seed oil. Now, I'm very familiar with black seed oil. I just don't fool with it because it was brought to my attention beyond randomly that it's not the original. So once I found out that oil of oregano was the original thing, then I'm like, oh, well, let me get rid of this. I need the original in my life. Like, that's just what it was for me. I was just like, oh, it didn't take nothing. But I was mad because I had bought like containers. Look, you know what this is. The size of them were like 16 ounces or 32-ounce containers like this, full of liquid black seed oil. And I had gotten the ones that had been considered to be the best of the best. So, I was so mad. I'm like, how y'all set it off for this? It is not even the original. Oh, y'all, I was so mad. So, let me tell y'all how I do it. So, for me, the way I do oil of oregano is I take a teaspoon and at the absolute most a tablespoon of a carrier oil. And for me, a carrier oil that I use only is coconut oil. Organic virgin coconut oil is what I use. So I use a tablespoon to a teaspoon at the bare minimum. Um, Usually it's a teaspoon, and I add 4 drops, 4 to 5 drops of the oil of oregano. The reason being is that oil of oregano is one of the things in life that can burn you if it's just used by itself. You try to just put it on you or just try to ingest it, you will hurt yourself. You'll burn your throat out if you're trying to ingest it because you can't ingest it and you can put it on yourself topically. But that's the reason why you have to have a carrier oil. The one that I use is called Zane Hella's oil of oregano, and it comes directly from Greece, if I'm not mistaken. And it comes with the dropper and all that stuff in it, and that's why it's easy for you to be able to measure it out, so to speak. But yeah, that's how I do it. And I just either mix it up into what I am measuring the coconut oil in, and then I just take it down, or I mix it up and then I add it to my skin and just use it as a massage oil to either do my feet, my knees, anything that aches. You can really put it anywhere. I don't like the way it smells. I'm not a fan of how it smells. I'm definitely not a fan of how it tastes. But when I was religiously taking it daily, I would chug it, so to speak, and then I would eat some sorbet that I made or sip some smoothie, sipping on a smoothie, sipping on a smoothie. I would just do that, or I would eat fruit. But the fruit, most of the time that I would eat like a couple of cherries, real quick, and it'll kind of calm the taste down enough for me to be able to withstand it, so that it can stay down. Otherwise, it was gonna come up, because when I first did black seed oil, I was so excited. Then when I woke up, because I was like, oh, I'm gonna start this tomorrow. Got up, tried to take the black seed oil. Oh gosh, threw it all up. Threw that up and everything I had the night before. I was like, absolutely not. The only good thing about that black seed oil was that there were people that I was associated with at the time that was doing black seed oil, and that stuff was expensive. And I wasn't trying to, turn it back in, because some of them I had already opened and the other ones I hadn't, but it had been a while, because I wanted to, I will load up. Once I know something is gold, if it's liquid gold, I'm gonna load up, especially if I anticipate using a lot of it. So I had loaded up, and I'm talking about, I had big bottles, like 32 ounce. I had a couple of 32-ounce bottles of this, and 16-ounce, mainly 16-ounce bottle sized things of black seed oil. So I gave it to somebody who, I no longer associate with, because they were actually using it. They had finally started using it. And I was like, oh, she just said something about that. So I, went on ahead and gave it to her. She was grateful. So, but yeah, that's how I do oil of oregano. It's everything. When COVID hit, I looked into it again and I was like, oh my gosh, I still got some. And it was nowhere near expiring and all that stuff. So I started doing that again as a preventative measure, because I hadn't been sick, had never gotten sick when COVID came and went. So I was just thankful, because by the time it all happened, if I wanted some, I was looking at it just in case. It was gonna take a really long time for it to get to me if I hadn't had any on hand. I would have been looking crazy. And had I gotten sick, oh man, I don't know. So I was just glad I had some on hand, and it goes a long way. A little goes a long way. It took me forever to get down to the halfway point of the very first bottle that I had. So yeah, it don't take no time to get through some oil of oregano. Well, it takes a good little while to get through oil of oregano. Like I said, I'm drinking on a smoothie. This smoothie is consisting of peaches, passion fruit, mangoes, and a couple of little pieces of pineapple. Even though they aren't alkaline, there's somebody that I follow who they are very, very knowledgeable on certain things, and they were heavy followers of Dr. Sebi as well. And there were just a couple of things that they, kind of adjusted when it comes to the nutrition guide and all that stuff. Or when they're out and about, somebody, they know that they only deal with fruit. They'll do a fruit tray for them and it'll have it on there and they eat it. And so, it's not that terrible. But as long as, I guess, if you're not eating a whole lot of acidic fruits, then you're okay, because pineapples are very acidic. Even if you get the super sweet ones, they're just very, very acidic. And it just is what it is. So, but this is really good. Oh, and to sweeten it, I ended up doing dates. Whole pitted dates that I obviously took the pits out of. So it's all ground up in here. And, I made a smoothie this morning because if I hadn't done that, I would have tried to go somewhere and get something to eat that I didn't need to get. I ain't got time for it. So for the rest of the day until I go to sleep, what time is it? Within the next, Jesus, I guess within the next 2 hours, Lord. I don't know. Within the next 2 hours, if I get the slightest bit of hunger, I'm either going to drink a bottle of water, spring water, or I am going to make me a cup of tea, alkaline tea. And that'll be all I have. I don't know. I'm debating on before I go to sleep or before I leave out for work if I'm going to make another smoothie and take it to work. So I can drink on it throughout the day. Excuse me. And just make a big enough one. I'm about to go and get the rest of my smoothie mixture and I'll be back. All right, y'all. So anyway, tell me why I walked to the kitchen. I started hearing footsteps. I'm looking like somebody's upstairs. I don't know who it is, but the people moved out. But I looked outside. I don't see any vehicles, and our doors are still shut in the back. So it's not like somebody could have went up the back and did all that. So I'm like, who upstairs? Now, unless they left the door unlocked, and the ones who live downstairs are going in and out of that room, in and out of that apartment. I'm not understanding what's going on. So anyway, yeah. But yeah, I just wanted to tell y'all some of the stuff I be doing. As far as that is concerned. But now let me tell y'all about work. So with work is interesting right now. Came in and I'm at the meeting and my friend gonna say, hey, how you doing? It's good to have you. This your last week with us, huh? I was like, what you talking about? Child, come to find out, somebody's going on vacation on the other shift. So they're going to pull me and I'm gonna have to go take that person's spot. But essentially they make it seem like I'm taking this other helper spot because they're gonna put her in the office where they create the schedules. Now, I don't know why they would do that because when she was doing that, people stayed coming to the office complaining because she didn't know what she was doing. And she hasn't done that in quite some time, so I'm confused. And they need me on the schedule, on the shift that I'm on now because that man is literally out. And they don't know when he's going to return. So I'm like, why would y'all sit up here and say y'all need me? Why don't y'all do like y'all been doing? And whoever's out on vacation, you have another person to take that spot from the other shift. I'm literally taking somebody's whole spot, not just filling in because somebody's out on their summer vacation. So as it stands, I am supposed to work all this week but the last day so that I can have a day off before I go to that shift. So my first day of the work week on that shift is going to be Saturday night, Sunday. So yeah, and that's gonna be a 12-hour shift, and then there's gonna be three 12-hour shifts, then going into the 6-hour shift on Wednesday. But I don't know how that's gonna go because one person is telling me it's gonna be 2 weeks straight that I'm doing that, and then another person is telling me it's just 1 week, meaning this week coming up, and then I end up going back to and they don't know what's gonna happen after that, meaning I don't know if I'm gonna go back to my old job or I'm gonna go back to this shift doing this new job. I don't know. So it's up in the air right now. But yeah, ain't nothing going on, child. So I got 2 hours left before I'm gonna try to go to sleep. I ain't nothing but part my hair. Child. That's all I did was part this part right here. That's all I've done. Well, I moisturized this and then I parted it. That's all I've done. So we're gonna see how much I get done before I gotta go to sleep. We got almost no time left before we see what happened with this trial. So again, I will keep y'all updated on that, and I'm not going. I'm tired, and people was up popping fireworks all day, all night. But anyway, let me go ahead and get this hair done. I'll see y'all later. Bye.